police and prosecutors to fight crime successfully, they have to be on the same team. Well, the new district attorney for Rogers, Mays, and Craig counties is taking bold steps to make sure that happens. Tonight in To The Point, Russ McCaskey sits down with Matt Ballard to find out how they're doing that.
And we welcome in Matt Ballard, who's the new district attorney for Craig, Rogers, and Mays County. Thanks for spending some time with us today.
Absolutely.
All right, so you just took office. I know you guys are doing a lot of things with training. Let's discuss a little bit about what it is you're doing and how you're working with police force.
One of the first things that we started, actually even before I took office, was we decided we needed to reach out to law enforcement. And so what we've implemented is every month we have a monthly chiefs meeting with the law enforcement leaders in the district. And then we also have started implementing a new plan of training where we do at least a monthly training for law enforcement in the district.
And I know that one of the first things that you did is you brought in a police officer from the Oklahoma City area, and you talked about police officers being ambushed and how they can avoid those scenarios. And of course, that's been very timely. We had situations in New York and so forth. The latest thing in Ferguson, Missouri, where a couple officers were shot. Police officers just have to be vigilant at all times.
That's absolutely right. The case that you're talking about was a police officer that was the survivor of an ambush class. And she's been good enough that she goes around and is willing to do trainings to help out with other law enforcement officers, to give them an idea of what she went through, and hopefully with the aim being that we prevent that from happening again.
You know, it doesn't seem like, at least in Oklahoma, that we have a lot of the tension that they have in some parts of the country, like Ferguson and some of the issues in New York, but you never know when it's going to escalate. So I would assume that just as much training as possible would be warranted. And then what's the police officer's response?
The response has been overwhelmingly positive. We've been very fortunate that officers throughout the district have been very grateful that we're willing to do it. And at the end of the day, the goal is better cases, stronger prosecutions, and safer communities. And they've been very receptive to that.
Yeah, and I would think that's really the important thing, is they have to be out and protect the public. They also got to protect themselves.
That's absolutely right. And so we've tried to focus on various aspects of their investigation, everything from writing a report to testifying in court, to doing search warrants, things like that.
So the thing is, you know, that when they're out there building their cases, they can do it in a way that will lead to convictions and those kinds of things, and then hopefully take away from false prosecutions and those kinds of things.
Absolutely. What we've found is that when you have all these different law enforcement agencies, police departments, sheriff's offices, I mean, even DHS and other entities out there, what they all have in common is the same district attorney's office, so that they have a common thread that they can utilize. And what we've realized is that we're able to reach out, use our resources. We have some fantastic investigators, we've got highly experienced prosecutors, and we're able to use those people to pull together all those different agencies and really give them something that we can offer to them.
And I would think that really at this point a lot of it is just getting everybody on the same page, you know, and working that, you know, that the police are working with the district attorney's office as opposed to being an adversarial relationship.
That's absolutely right. What we found works best is a system in which the district attorney's office is willing to assist police officers in doing their investigations and providing training for them, and at the same time we listen to police officers in our prosecutions.
Well, good luck to you in the new office.
I appreciate that. Thank you very much.